Good morning, Tottenham Hotspurs. Welcome back to the channel. I am the Hotspurs guy. We have a big game today. Bro, Aston Villa at the Lane. I don't even have to stress how important this game is today, bro. I don't even have to stress. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been looking at the table. I looked at the table after yesterday's crazy results. Arsenal losing, Man City losing. Like my brother right now is a Liverpool fan. He's over the moon right now. But bro, I'm looking at the table. Nottingham Forest are smashing it. Brighton, Bournemouth, smashing it. Bro, we are at the low levels of the tables amongst the Fulhams and the Palace and the Ipswiches and the Evertons, bro. And this is after 10. This is going to be our 10th game today. This is the sort of form, the sort of form in the table wise we are in right now is the sort of form that got one day Ramos sacked. This is the sort of form and position in the table that got Pochettino sacked. This is the sort of form and positioning in the table that got quite a lot of our managers sacked. But Angie's striving through it though anyway. But regardless of that, we have a big game against Aston Villa today. And looking at the team news, bro, we've got Mickey van der Ven. He's going to be out until after the international break period, which is, again, another annoyance for me because not the injury, but it's the international breaks. I can't deal with these international breaks. They're so annoying. They're so boring, bro. Why do we even still constantly have them? And all the time, it's always just England versus Montenegro anyway, or England versus Slovakia anyway. We never see England versus a Spain or an England versus a, like I don't know how that part of the world tournaments or the Euro tournaments work, but why do England always play the same teams? I just don't get it. But we're not talking about England. We're talking about Tottenham Hotspurs. So Son might be back for this one. Excuse me. He was in training, but I'm also hearing that Christian Romero and probably Timo Werner will be monitored for this game. Whether or not they'll be injured or not, I'm not sure. I don't know how and when they caught an injury. Probably in training again, because let's be honest, the Spurs fans, most of our injuries seems to happen in training. I just don't seem to get it. We need to be speaking about our physios. I don't know what's going on in the back room. But I don't know. Aston Villa is going to be a tough game today. I can't lie to you. It's going to be a tough game whether we're at home or not. Aston Villa are flying high on the table right now. Geez, let me have a look as well. Let's have a look to see where they are in the table. Yeah, Aston Villa are fifth. Aston Villa are fifth right now on 18 points, 9 games played, 5 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss. And then we move down to Tottenham in 10th. 9 games, 4 wins, 1 draw, 4 losses. We've already lost 4 games this season. Basically, we've lost more games than Brighton. We've lost more games than Bournemouth. We've lost more games than Fulham, who are below us. Bro, like holy sugar buttons, bro. Like we are literally in bottom half form right now. Like we are literally in bottom half form with a loss, win, loss, win, loss. You know, like we had a good result against Man City during the midweek last week. We had a good result. Whether people will say it was Man City's B team or not, but Man City had first teamers starting the game anyway. So regardless of that, but we have a big game against Aston Villa, and honestly, can't afford to lose it. We cannot afford to lose this game against Aston Villa today at 2 o'clock. And again, whether Son starts or whether Romero misses the game or whether Werner starts or misses the game, like whatever happens, we cannot afford to lose. Because I'm telling you now, if we lose today's game, I can already see how YouTube is going to be with the YouTube Spurs channels. And quite frankly, I'm gonna enjoy some of those videos too if we did lose. I can't lie to you, and that might be mad to say, but a lot of the times I'm not surprised. Again, I'm not surprised when Spurs do lose, especially if we lose to a team that we shouldn't be losing to. Not saying that we shouldn't be losing to Aston Villa, because Aston Villa are a very good team. I still remember the Bayern Munich game that they had earlier on this season. It was a marvelous game to watch. Whew, Lord have mercy. But Unai Emery is not somebody to be slept on. He's doing very well at Aston Villa. Very well. He's got them Champions League football, which was like a for quite a lot of the Villa fans. So to have like Champions League football at Villa Park is a big thing for them, which is where a lot of us Spurs fans want to be. But again, we get ourselves into Champions League and don't really do much with the money anyway. We're just there to participate, not compete. And that's why I've always just been like, I don't care about top four. I don't care about it. I'd rather we don't get it, because if it means that all we're going to do is just participate in the Champions League and not actually try and compete, I'd rather we don't get it. I'd rather we get into Europa League or Europa Conference and actually take those leagues seriously, because we actually have a good team to win those two cup competitions. But anyway, back to the game today at 2 o'clock. And Villa have won 3 of their 5 Premier League matches at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, including which of the last 2. Only Chelsea with 4 victories have more away league wins at the venue. God, yeah, we just can't seem to be beating Chelsea anyway. And I feel like that's one win that's one of the 2 wins that I want this season, or just any season. I want a Stamford Bridge win and an Anfield win. Like, you know what I mean? We just don't seem to win. But I don't know. Defeat could see Tottenham become the 6th club to lose 400 Premier League clubs. Like, where do they keep getting these stats from? Like, I'm reading these stats right now. It's just like, where do they keep? What is this, stats ball? Like, bloody hell. But I don't know. It's like I said right now. We need to play our strongest team. Have to play our strongest team. And again, we don't really have much strong players in the squad other than the ones that we always keep seeing. So again, we just have to play with who we have, and we have to perform to the best of our abilities. We have to be precise with our passing today. We have to be quick with our passing today. No dilly-dallying, no passing it back once you've gotten to the opposition's 18-yard box and passing it back all the way to Vicario, because we can't find a way to get around the sides. Like, I want to see great football, fast-paced football, quick passing, 7, 8, 9, 10 touches, bang, hit the post, bang, in the goal. I don't want to see any of this dilly-dallying, because I can guarantee you Aston Villa are not coming to the lane today to play about. I can guarantee you they're not coming to play about. So, bro, I'm going to be honest. And head-to-head, let's check out the head-to-head, shall we? Boy, look, man, yeah, even the head-to-head, we seem kind of even, but again, Aston Villa seem they're more precise with everything that they do. Like, you know what I mean, with their shots on target and their shots off target, even though they have a little bit less. But I don't know. They lost to Crystal Palace though in the League Cup. You know, they drew with Bournemouth, they beat Bologna, they beat Fulham, they drew with Manchester United. But again, we lost to Brighton, beat West Ham, and then lost to Crystal Palace. So again, when it comes to Tottenham Hotspurs, we don't know what we're going to get. We don't know what we're going to get. And I feel like that's why I'm just a pessimistic optimist when it comes to Spurs, especially for like the last 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8, 9, 10 years. You know, I don't know, people. Like I say, we've got to play to the best of our abilities. I haven't seen any Ange press conferences, and to be honest, I've gotten quite bored of watching Ange's press conferences. They just really don't appeal to me. I'm gonna be honest, they really don't appeal to me, so I tend to not watch any of them. I even kind of stopped watching a lot of the Spurs press conferences, like before and after games anyway, from since like midway through Conte's tenureship. I've really gotten bored of it. I don't want to hear the same old, whether it's from the manager or whether it's from the players, whether we win, lose or draw, it's always the same of, we got to try harder next time, or we got to go for it. And I'm just like, I've been hearing it, but I don't ever see it on the pitch. You always tell us this. You always tell us this through the mic and on the camera, but we never see it on the pitch. And if we do see it on the pitch, then it will be from like 1 or 2 individual players. That's why during those days, like if Harry Kane said we'll try better next time, you know Harry Kane's going to try better next time, because he did. That's what he does as a football player. But it's just like the rest of our team is just like, it's just, we don't really need to do much, because there's no pressure at this football club to even try and win anything. You know what I mean? Our bonuses are to beat Arsenal 3-1. You know what I'm saying? That's when we get our bonus, or get Champions League. That's our bonus. So there's really no incentive at the club to really try and push for anything other than just like maintaining what we have. But I don't know, people. Like I say, I want to see the strong team today, regardless of who plays. I could give you a team, a team of players that I would like to see today, or who I would like to see start today. But I know it's not going to happen. It's going to be the same team regardless. So it all depends on whether we have injuries or not. But I guarantee you, if Son's fit to play, Son's going to come in to start. He'll probably start before Werner, so he'll start on the left. Solanke will probably be down the middle again, even though I think he should probably put Richarlison on the left and Solanke down the middle, or even Son down the middle anyway, because I've seen a lot of fans kind of boosting and rating Solanke, saying Solanke's the perfect striker for this Ange football, for this Ange system. And I'm just like, but like, bro, I swear he's got like less than 3 goals. Like, I'm not even sure if he has any assists. This is our number 9 striker, £50 million, but he's got less goals than Brennan Johnson. And I swear he's got less goals than Maddison and Sarr. I'm pretty sure he has, you know what I mean? But this is supposed to be our number 9 striker who's very good for Ange's football, you know? So, I don't know, man. Like I say, I've been seeing a lot of delusion amongst the Spurs fans lately, and to be fair, I'm just at the point where it's just like, I've seen it already. I've seen it, and it's just the same. It's never going to change, and I don't think it will ever change, because as a majority of the fan base, we're too comfortable with mediocrity now, and that's what it is. We're too comfortable with mediocrity, and we're also fearful. You know what? It makes me laugh here. For a club whose motto slogan is "To dare is to do," we really do seem to be scared to maybe get rid of our owners and our chairman, because we're fearful of what could happen for the next chairman that comes in, who could probably make us bankrupt. But to do is to dare, right? I don't know, people. Like I say, man, we'll see today. I'll be dropping my match reaction not too long after the game today. Hopefully I can get a good stream for it, because I don't pay for any of these things. Nah, man. Nah, me. I sell the pirate seas out here, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we're going to do. So after the game, 2 p.m, I'll probably drop my reaction about 5, 6 p.m. Whatever the score is, the score is. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Spurs win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Spurs win. And that's what I'm going to stick to. Yeah, I'm going to stick with a 2-1 Spurs win, because I'm being honest, like I said, we have to win today. I don't want to see nothing but a win today, because if we lose, I feel like the club's going to be in free fall. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people going for Ange's head, and also the Ange defenders may actually have to start questioning rather than blindly backing. They may have to start questioning rather than blindly backing and saying things like, we don't want us to be a sacking club. Bro, we've had a revolving door of managers in 25 years. So we are a sacking club. That's what Tottenham Hotspur do. Okay? So yeah, I'm the Hotspurs guy, people. I'll be back again later on this evening after the match for my match reaction, and we shall see what happens then. Peace.